It's really a remarkable time. We have Canada moving from a manufacturing and resource-based economy into a knowledge-based economy with skills at the interface between science and commerce. Our students are going to be remarkably well positioned to succeed and lead in that economy.
The MBDC curriculum is very innovative in that it combines both fundamental business aspects along with the deep scientific knowledge that's required to be successful in the biotechnology industry.
Students coming out of the master's program with both that business as well as that science background expedites their learning and expedites their career significantly.
They'll be the next executive talent in that sector of high tech and biotech.
There are the hard skills. Naturally, we take MBA courses and science courses, any training that you would need to be a scientist or a business professional. The second is the soft skills, so being able to communicate that relationship, which is really important in industry. And lastly, the network that we build, not just among faculty and among students and friends, but also then industry, which I think is pretty important, especially considering the internship component and looking for full-time jobs afterwards.
We had multiple MBA level courses. We had a project where we worked with startups in helping them solve certain business issues. And then of course there was an industrial internship component. So it was really this multifaceted approach which exposed us to various functions within the biotech industry.
It meant getting the community into the classroom, getting our students out into the community, and really putting career development into the curriculum.
The community internship gives us an opportunity to work in the real world and get those skills that can be transferable to later on in our career.
When we bring in the students from the MBDC program, it really revitalizes our thinking, brings in a lot of the new thinking.
Their job is to act as consultants and take their dual training in drug discovery and business and to look at what this company does, providing a deliverable report by the end around market assessment or their data or their marketing strategy.
This isn't about make-believe projects that we're just going to keep the students busy. They're going to be actually doing some analysis, some work, and making recommendations that are going to have an impact.
So the end result is, even though they may work with a specific company, they really are now trained in the field, in the real world, on how to look at products, how to look at market, how to look at clinical data, how to look at risk. That's transferable to almost any industry.
Networking is a huge part of this program and has provided us with a lot of opportunities. I've definitely been able to speak to a lot of industry professionals, and that's kind of introduced me to new areas that I might not necessarily have considered before.
Building not only your contacts but also your knowledge base of the industry to see how all those different players come into contact with each other and what everyone actually does in a company helps you narrow down so much what you want to do and what you can see yourself doing in the future.
I think it was always really interesting when we had guest speakers come in to talk to our class because it gave us a really good context and really good first-person point of view of how it is in the pharmaceutical industry.
It's definitely allowed me to network a lot with students from other disciplines. We have students from the MBA program, from the MBDC program, from eHealth.
It's been interesting to see how these different backgrounds are able to bring different perspectives into the discussions that we have about relevant healthcare-related topics.
We have so much support from the faculty, from the administration, from all our professors, and even the school itself, that it makes it very unique and very competitive compared to any other program.
It's all at your disposal to get whatever resource that you need in terms of your career development. The CDRM is a great resource for us when it comes to making those connections with companies outside the McMaster sphere, which we would not be able to establish on our own.
My aspirations for the MBDC program are to really utilize my network and expand my skills in the business world.
It's an exciting time where the innovation of biotech and high tech is on the move.